Have you ever looked at a product and wondered why it's different in other countries? For example, Oreos are round in the United States, but they're square in China, and Coca-Cola tastes different in Mexico than it does in the United States. Why is that? Watch today's video to find out. Hello and welcome to The Juicy Truth. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon to receive notifications whenever we post a new video. Without further ado, let's start. It's no secret that when you travel to a new place, the words for your favorite foods and drinks can have a completely different translation. For example, ordering a side of chips at a British restaurant means you want some French fries with your meal, whereas doing so in the United States may result in a bag of crispy potato chips, also known as crisps in the UK. As a result, it should come as no surprise that brands like to change the names of some of their most popular food items to appeal to local customers around the world and increase sales. So even when traveling, you can still get many of your favorite hometown treats. They just go by a different name. Here are 5 foods from around the world that have different names. Number 5, Lay's. Outside of North America, it's not easy to get your hands on a bag of Lay's. If you're in the UK, you can get a bag of Walkers that has both popular US flavors and unique new ones. But if you're in Mexico, Israel, or Egypt, you should look for Sabritas, Tapu chips, and Chipsy. In 1989, Lay's potato chips were bought by PepsiCo. At the time, Walkers was one of the biggest snack food companies in the UK. After buying Walkers, PepsiCo kept the Walkers name and many of the brand's most popular chip flavors. They may have done this to keep UK customers loyal to the brand. Number 4, Diet Coke. Are you in Europe and want a Diet Coke? You should ask for a Coca-Cola Light. You can also expect the drink to taste a little bit different than in the US, since artificial sweeteners are regulated and used in different ways in different countries. Coca-Cola Light is sweetened differently in different countries, and the drink is called light in places where the word diet isn't often used to describe foods and drinks. Number 3, Doritos. It turns out that putting ranch on everything has been deemed an American thing to do. Although this flavor of Doritos is simply called Cool Ranch in the US, these chips have been dubbed Cool American Doritos in some European countries like Iceland, the Netherlands, and Denmark. According to Thrillist, ranch has previously been named the most popular salad dressing in the US, so it could be why the zesty condiment has been dubbed an American flavor in other countries. Number 2, Three Musketeers. In another great example of international candy name jumbling, the nougat and chocolate bars we know as Three Musketeers are called Milky Way in Europe. Chocolate and caramel Milky Way bars, meanwhile, are called Mars bars. The discontinued American Mars bar was actually a riff on Europe's Mars bar, which came first. But really, they're all chocolate, and they're all yummy, so we wouldn't stress about the different names too much. Number 1, Kraft Macaroni and Cheese. Although the boxed Kraft favorite goes by Kraft Macaroni and Cheese in the US, it's referred to as Kraft Dinner, or KD in Canada, and in 2015, the official name of the boxed meal in Canada changed from Kraft Dinner to KD. James L. Kraft, the father of the famed boxed macaroni and cheese, was born in Ontario, Canada. A 2015 Adweek article said that when Kraft brought his product to the United States, the way it was branded changed. The reasoning behind the different names and branding likely ties back to consumer nicknames and strong personal connections. In 2012, Jordan Feachy, senior brand manager for Kraft Dinner at Toronto-based Kraft Canada, told the Financial Post, "We do a lot of research, and one thing we know is that the Canadian consumer has a vested interest in this brand. They really feel like it belongs to them. They gave it the name KD. We didn't come up with that term. We heard about it from people." The Financial Post says that boxed meals have mostly been sold in the US as easy-to-make foods. But in Canada, the brand is more connected to the people who buy it on an emotional level. In fact, Feach said that research showed that most Canadians don't follow the directions on the KD box, and that most people who make KD do it in their own unique way. There are countless products that we use every day that are different in other countries. From the food we eat to the way we clean our homes, there are many cultural differences that can be found all over the world. It's fascinating to think about how our daily routines would change if we were to experience life in another country. What products do you use every day that would be different in another part of the world? Let us know in the comments.